Well, guess what? There is a monster 4.4 liter V8, typical non-facelift engine. So, you should start at the first moment, Mr. M62. Good afternoon, my beloved followers. I just got a message from my good friend. He sent me a car, one interesting car that I already have. It has been announced on eBay maybe 30 minutes ago, so I wrote the seller directly and I became an answer immediately. So I made a deal. It's really cheap and you don't get any 540s anymore for a really low amount of money, and let's get it. This is 540 1997 and it's lying here already, I think 7 years, if I can trust the seller, and it looks like 7 years. You can see this way right here. I was already trying to make myself to the car. It is broken, of course, like always. I never buy good cars. I'm always buying such a junk and trying to fix it. We do have a nice wheel right here. Hoping it's not bent. Engine bay. Well, guess what? There is a monster 4.4 liter V8, typical non-facelift engine, and this is the place where this car was damaged. Some idiot tried to fix it. It looks like shit, let's be honest. And this car is just waiting for some idiot like me to fix him. Well, yeah, he found this idiot. I am that idiot. It is full of spare parts. It does have a pretty nice interior, still in a good shape. This car has driven 250,000 kilometers. You can confirm it on the seats. They look pretty decent. Only the driver's seat has some damage right there, but overall it is in a good condition on inside. Engine isn't cracking. They cut the wires, I don't know why. They are, I think, also lying a bit, but that's how it works with these abandoned cars. I already solved one problem. It was the steering block. It was rusted and I couldn't turn the wheel. Now I can turn the wheel and I can shift it to neutral. Now I can pull this car out, hopefully with no major damages. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's begin the journey. This goes in and now the screw goes down there. There is actually a rim lying under the car, and that's only one. There is second one, and there is somewhere, I saw it already, the third one. So right there. So it means I'm fucked. Let me show you the position. It is blocking the car all the way, and it has been jammed in the ground. So I did a great job. If you know what this is, then you know what kind of pain am I going through right now. If this works, I will never ever swear again. Oh, no. So, I can swear again. This didn't work. So, go f*** yourself, you f***ing stupid seller. I'm so sweating right now. You can't imagine it. How sweat I am right now. Look at this. Look at this mess. This is the next one. Actually, my idea is working great. As you can see, I just managed to pull this wheel out right there. And now I can successfully, I hope so, pull it on the trailer. Welcome back to my beloved workshop. Let's check this beauty. It is damaged from outside, it does have scratches and I don't know what else. This windshield has been fixed on a professional way because of, I'm assuming, water leaking inside. Roof looks dense, ain't that great. This side looks pretty decent, no rust. Air suspension is dead, there is air leaking on all the sides, but I have seen rust down here. These are really rare to get without rust. On the left side there is also no rust here. This is already a good sign. This is just beaten up and it was a crashed car. And the worst part of it is this side was crashed. They just took a used fender from another car. You can see it here. This cap isn't alright. They just throw it on a car. And the worst part of all of it is right here. You can see this wheel. It's bent. Someone tried to fix it really cheap and really poor. You can see all these dents, all these screws. This is just a huge nightmare. Look at this down there. This is the worst part of it. They tried to make this chassis straight again and then they used some 1mm metal shield to weld it on chassis back on, to keep it, I don't know, strong again. This is really poorly fixed. And you can see it here. This is just terrible. It is just terrible. I think there are no words needed. You see this small rust spot right here? Well, it doesn't belong there. The reason for that was a crash and the wheel rubbed here against the chassis. So it means this front section of the car was really badly damaged. And if you see this area right here, it means that this chassis is completely bent, and to do this you would need to cut this whole section of the car, but this is something you don't want to do if the car ain't worth it. You will see that this wheel is kinda in, and this is the proof that this is completely wrong and completely offset, and no, I don't want to fix it. I will not fix it and it will stay like this. As I have already mentioned, engine isn't cranking because they cut some wires right here. God knows why. There is no way to start this engine so soon or so quickly. The problem is I have a lot of engines, but I don't have these non-facelift engines. I have a lot of wiring harness for Venus engines, for facelift engines, but none for this non-Venus. So we'll see, maybe I can fix this. But I don't think so. I think I will look for used wire harness and then try to install it and run the car again. I have found something interesting. I saw that this intake manifold wasn't tight, so I just pull it up, and this is what you get when you buy a car from a gypsy. It is exactly this. Yeah, that was the reason why this car was so cheap. You know what? This won't stop me from trying to save this engine. I'm cleaning everything out. I'm gonna pull the spark plugs right now out and check with the camera inside if there is any dirt. Clean it out, put some fresh oil in it, and then I will try to crank it. There is a tiny bit of junk inside of engine. I need to clean these cylinders first and then I will turn the engine. As you can see, I'm not able to turn the engine. I am assuming that something fall down in the cylinder. I somehow need to find out what is in there and to get it out. Somehow means improvisation, like always. It could be a cylinder number 8, because that one is going up right now. Can you see this washer right there? Watch what will happen now. Could you see it flying around? I can't get it easily because I need some better magneto, but I will try with the stuff I have. I'm using this steel wire connected to a half of a magnet that I crushed just to get between the valve and head in order to pull this washer outside. Oh, please stay with me. I will sing you all day long. Yeah. Go f yourself, you stupid cheap guy. Look at this. Look at it. I made it. Oh yeah. Who's the genius? This is a big success. Right now I'm gonna clean all the 8 pots and fill it with a bit of oil to keep the rust away, and making sure that the pistons gets a bit of oil, not to run dry for the first start, because this will save this engine. Engine is clean, all the spark plugs are in. Just tie down the hand and check this compression. I have one healthy engine again. After cleaning all that stuff from inside, I don't think there is anything wrong with this engine. Let's put those spark plugs back in to keep this engine clean from inside. Oh yeah! Every mechanic will confirm that this engine sounds healthy. You don't have to be a mechanic, you can be something else, but if you know what I mean with meaning engine healthy sounds, this is one hell of healthy sound. I already ordered a new wiring harness. It should arrive tomorrow. I will install it directly and see if this engine starts. Let's drain this old sludge out and prepare it for a fresh oil. It is the time for a brand new oil using just a normal 5W40 synthetic oil. This is the first investment. I haven't found so much damage on it. Only one cable is damaged. I already found the spare one for this. Right now I'm gonna install all this and change and swap and tralala. You know what's gonna be next. Safety first. Always clean your working area in order to have a clean access to your parts, to your car. Do not work like a pig, work like a man. Well, this was his home. Not anymore, little mouse. Let's continue the journey by removing this old harness. Thankfully they didn't took this cover off, and this is still original, no damage. It is the best way to swap this harness. Now I know what's gonna go where, and I don't have to think a lot about it. Well, you should always start on the beginning, and the beginning is a bottom group. This will be tight one. This will be really tight job. But first get rid of all this shit. Look at that! This is the old one, and now a second used one, the good one. And don't try to mix those cables. Yeah. That's it. Now I can continue on the top. Well folks, what should I say? It ain't that beautiful like original, but it will do the job. Let's continue the journey with a broken knock sensors. They are also cutted. Yeah, what should I do now? Just go to a spare engine and get a used one in good condition. Finally, it is time to install the intake manifold, and hopefully I didn't forget anything. So there is something what I need to find out. Actually, this is a big manifold. If you have any knowledge about M60, M62 engines, you know that the facelift engine has a Buenos and it has a small intakes, and this is the non-facelift. It means bigger intake, a bit more power on a higher revs. Yeah, that's the truth. Fuel rail going back in. Which way? That way. Well, essentially that way. Sometimes you need to use force to get the stuff you want. It is just normal. What a nice feeling, getting all this stuff back into place, and of course praying to God for all these parts to work and essentially drive again. So, let's move on. First thing I need to get up here is a knock sensor. It's a starter motor. With this setup, I can crank the engine with the key if I did everything alright. A second side. Always connect your positive terminal first and then your negative. Let's find out if it's gonna crank. No, it won't crank from alone. Right now I'm trying to read the codes because I'm not getting any power to a starter motor, and there is one big issue with these cars. They do have vehicle immobilizer, and right now I am gonna try to find out if this immobilizer has any problems. There are no codes with a vehicle immobilizer, and this one didn't help me, but I found something. I should have checked it first. This one is obviously dead. It was on a number 15 there, and 15 says Motorsteuerung. It means engine controlling, of course electrical way. So I switched that one, and guess what? Wow! I have a power to a engine management. Isn't that nice? Well, the reason for bad fuse is this wire harness. He just cut the cables all together, and somewhere you had connection between positive and negative earth, and that's the reason why that small fuse go bad. The only thing what's keeping this car from not running are these ignition coils going actually directly back in, and the fuel lines. There is a pretty goddamn old fuel inside. I think for the start it will be just fine to fire it up, but I will change the fuel. Just need to check if this works, and after that I can change anything. So you should start at the first moment, Mr. M62. So if you stayed till here, you are undoubtedly a big fan of old BMWs. Guess what? So is this guy. I put these videos together so that you can benefit the mistakes I made and not to do the same on your car. And if you want more of these videos, you can just subscribe and like the videos, comment down below and say what you mean. As you can see, I have connected the hose right here into this canister to drain this old fuel, and now we have a fresh fuel in it. I'm not able to run it for any longer time because there is no water inside, but I think you know what I'm gonna do right now to keep this engine running for a bit longer. Look at this mess right there. I like this kind of smoke. As you can see, the previous Gypsy owner installed a brand new water pump. It is new, but it left an old gasket, and I have really bad leak coming out of here. Don't judge me for this, I hate it too, but there is no other way to fix it right now. As always, you have some electrical problems. I was able to start the car this morning and now I am not able anymore. What I found out is I don't have any power on this black cable, and yeah, this car won't start anymore, so I am troubleshooting for a next electrical issue. I found all the problems I have with the car, and it was this module. It just burned up. It burned up because alternator went bad. He connected positive to negative terminal inside of it. I don't know why, I never had such experience. But anyway, this module went bad. I tried to fix it with my friend Felix. We tried to read initial data from this one, from original one, and tried to put it in a new one. It worked out. We got the car to crank, but we couldn't get it to start. The next problem was ESN number. So this is my ESN number for CAN bus between EVS module and DME module. So it means these two needs to be the same. After that, the car will run. It means you need this number written from your engine DME in this module right there. And I wasn't able to do that. Felix also wasn't able to do that. So I went for something else and I bought a program which allowed me to flash my original DME with original data and ESN numbers. So it means my DME doesn't have any more EVS codes inside. It means it's free. Now you can put this DME in any car with this engine and it will run. So that's the problem solved. I am right now waiting for the upload to be done, and after that car should run and we should not have any codes anymore. I am so nervous right now because if this don't work, I will burn it up. Turn ignition on. Well, now the flash is done. I don't have any codes anymore. Kein Fehler gefunden. It means no errors were found. Let's check this out. Marcel, try to crank it. Go on. Wow! Yeah! Yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, it is running again. I think we don't need any more of this. Yeah, man, it runs so great. Give me 5. Not single weird noise about this car anymore. Airbag lamp is still on. I cannot fix it. I don't care about it. But engine light is off and it is working. Man, I love this old cluster. Hey, they are so goddamn good looking. Engine is finally warm. and it sounds great. With the engine fully warm, it is the time to check for compression again. I mean, this engine really runs great. No noises, nothing wrong with it. But I want to check it out and to make sure that this engine is in really good shape. Number 1. As we all can see, this engine is in a really good shape. And now it's the time for the brand new spark plugs. And after that, test drive. Yes. And the last part going on. It looks decent now. In order to fix your air suspension, you need to remove some stuff in the trunk. In order to pull this car in the air, I'm using this rubber line with this wheel valve in order to pull the car in the air. It's the quickest way to get this car driving again. Isn't that a great idea? Look how quickly it works. Let's do the same with the second side. And as you can see, the right side of the car is leaking. This car is losing on the height pretty quickly. I think I need to change this airbag first. Heading to my friend to pick up a used but still good airbag so that I could fix the car today. Actually, this car is for sale. It is my 750i. It's not the Sreten's 750iL. I have this car already 6 years. There is a video from the car. I will link it down below. You can check it out and then you can write me an email and I will contact you as soon as I can with more pictures, more builds, because this car has a great history from day one. That's really important by such a cars. It drives so nice, so smooth, it isn't loud, it's original exhaust on it. You don't have any problems in Germany with TÜV and with inspection and stuff like that. Take it, drive it, enjoy it. Today Sreten saved my ass. He left me a used airbag in his dojo, right there. And now I can drive the car, I can install it and take it for the test drive. Thank you very much. Easy as that. Well, in Africa you can still fix it and this would drive still many miles without any problem. But we are not in Africa, we are in Germany. And it must be perfect. Otherwise you won't get TÜV. And TÜV is something crazy. Sreten, my friend, I love you. Hey, this is no words, just It is a pleasure to work with such guys. On a good car, if you want to do it properly, you need to raise your suspension, then tighten this screw, but this is not a good car, so this is just a quick fix to move on. Will be fine. What is really important when you install new or used airbag on your suspension, do not put the car on the ground and turn ignition on, because in this case you will destroy your brand new airbag. It must be in a working position and then you need to put some air in it. After that you can put the car on the ground and then you can connect the battery and put the air in it so it won't get damaged. Like in this case, this car is not on the ground because this is used one, still in good condition, and I don't want to destroy it. And now check the both sides. Let's go with a 5 bar. So the right height is just fine. It is a bit more than usual, but it's just fine. Wow! No codes. So the self-leveling suspension should work again. We'll see about that. We can do it right here. Steuern. I have a lot of bad codes everywhere because the battery is not being charged. Alternator is not working, so these codes will come again later on. But for the test drive I just need to erase all of them. Airbag has some codes. Yeah, again, battery voltage, still issues there. It could be the moisture, because the car is full of the moisture and you cannot fix it just like that. And that's it for now. We are ready for the test drive. But I think the radio is making some crazy noise. That will be it for now. The car runs, drives. Electrics, they do work. The most important things are working, and the rest of it, I don't care. It is gonna be a part car one day, because this engine is in really good shape. It pulls really nice, it doesn't smoke, the water level is still fine, oil is clean, so maybe one day I get some cheap E39 and you know what I mean. The same car is over there, and I do need a lot of parts for it, and this one is a facelift, so I know engine it isn't the same, and I know blah blah blah, but still a lot of other parts can be used and will be used. Just shut the fuck up. Alright, and if you like this kind of content more than restorations, just write it down in the comments because I have a lot more cars to show you. On the same way, they are also abandoned. I need to pull them out from the woods, from everywhere. And let's be honest, I do like this kind of job because it's something else. And we can still save such cars for parts, and they are not gonna be crushed completely. So still something you need to use from the cars. See us in the next video. This one is coming soon.